Welcome to Eerie Bites of History, your daily serving of strange bites of the past. Today, we have a secret escape, a moon not from this universe, and a shadowed resignation, all of which happened on August 8th. Let's begin. On August 8th, 1944, the final desperate days of the Warsaw uprising, a small band of Polish resistance fighters were clawing their way out of the city's underground sewers. Filthy, bruised, and barely alive, they had spent over 3 days navigating pitch-black tunnels trying to escape the relentless German siege above. The uprising had turned Warsaw into a burning labyrinth of collapsed buildings and Nazi brutality. Cut off from supplies and reinforcements, the resistance only had one route left: the sewers, a sprawling maze-like underworld beneath the streets. These weren't modern tunnels. They were crammed, slicked with waste, and nearly impossible to navigate without a map or light. What happened down there in suffocating darkness is still debated. Some survivors claimed that they had heard strange whispers in the tunnel. A few swore voices guided them, murmuring directions at key moments. Others heard warnings echoing ahead of Nazi patrols. And more than one survivor admitted they were never sure if they were alone. Whether it was sheer instincts, hallucination from exhaustion, or something far stranger, the fact remains they emerged alive, and yet they left part of themselves in those dark tunnels. What did they hear down there in the dark? Desperation, or something else guiding them? On August 8, 1989, Voyager 2, NASA's deep space probe, made a hauntingly close pass near Nereid, one of Neptune's most particular moons. What it saw left scientists more puzzled than prepared. Unlike Neptune's largest moon, Triton, which orbits a nearly perfect circle, Nereid travels a wild elliptic path, disappearing far into the dark before swimming back towards the planet. It is one of the most eccentric orbits ever observed in our solar system. But its motion wasn't the only mystery. The Voyager's instruments picked up strange fluctuations in the moon's brightness, as if it was reflecting light inconsistently, or perhaps coated in a material that changes with each rotation. These anomalies led researchers to question its very origin. Could Nereid really be an interstellar rogue, captured by Neptune's gravity ages ago? Some believe it may be a fragment of a larger destroyed body, perhaps shattered in an ancient cosmic collision. Others suggest something stranger, that it may not have formed around our sun at all, but instead wandered from deep space, a silent relic of another time and another star. If Nereid wasn't born in our solar system, where did it come from? Could it be an ancient wanderer carrying secrets beyond our known universe? On August 8, 1974, American President Richard Nixon stood before the nation and made a stunning announcement. He would resign from the presidency effective the next day. This was the first time in American history that a sitting president had stepped down, forced not by war or illness, but by scandal shrouded in lies, surveillance, and secrets. The Watergate scandal, as it came to be known, began with what seemed like a simple break-in attempt at the Democratic National Committee headquarters. But behind that event lay a twisted network of hush money, forged documents, wiretaps, and covert operations, many of which were orchestrated from deep within the government itself. The more investigators uncovered, the darker the truth became. And yet, even today, decades later, much of the Watergate story remains sealed. Key files are still classified or so heavily redacted they're unreadable. Several key witnesses have died under strange circumstances. Links between the White House, the CIA, the shadowy operatives were never fully explained. What was the true purpose of the break-in? And who, beyond Nixon, was pulling strings? Some theories suggest Watergate was only the surface, just one piece of a larger puzzle, a scandal that may have been allowed to unfold to hide something even deeper. So, was Watergate just the tip of the iceberg? Some shadows never lift, especially those cast by power. Like your history snack-sized? Drop us a comment with your favorite bite and subscribe. Join us daily for your eerie dose of the past.